Everyone, today I wanted to show you how to use GoGuardian for the first time. So the first thing we're going to do is sign in. You will use sign in with Google to make that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and go down here to where it says log in with Google. And it's going to take me to my main page on GoGuardian. So on the left-hand side, I have classrooms, scenes, calendar, and then all these other new reports and help over here. But we're going to focus here on just this classroom section. So right now I don't have any classes active. So what I want to do is bring a class in. There's a few ways to do that, but we're going to focus on the easiest way. That's to import from your Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and check right here where it says import Google Classroom, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And then it's going to find all of my Google Classrooms that I have. Right now, I only have one Google Classroom set up for my fifth grade class. I'm going to go ahead and check the box and import Classroom. And once I have done that, all of my students that were in my Google Classroom here, I have my Google Classroom with all of my students. All those students will be automatically imported here into this class. All right, so I have all of my students now. The next thing that I can do is start a session. So what I'm going to do right now is start a session in my Google Classroom. So I'm going to click on sessions, and then let me move me out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down on this right-hand side and it's find the button that says start session. Now, before I do that, I can decide how long the session is going to last. Is it going to be for 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 90 minutes? I can set a special time for that to happen. That's completely up to you. And then we'll talk about scenes at another time. For right now, I'm just going to set a 45-minute session for my students. So I'm going to go ahead and click now on Start Session. Once I've done that, you'll see that the session has started and I have my students all here. Now, ignore these students. These aren't real students, so they're not going to be found. But I do have two students here that are in our system, Launchpad McQuack and Mary Smith. They are both here in classroom or in my classroom on their Chromebooks. Now I can quickly see where they are and what they're doing. Launchpad is looking at the Dodgers website and Mary Smith is on her Clever portal. If I want to go in deeper, I can click on a student and I can see exactly what their page is. And if they open up another tab, I'll do that right now on Launchpad's page, and I can see now that he has opened up a new tab. It is our home. And if he navigates over to, um, Wikipedia, he's going to look up Wikipedia here. I will see that pop up in live time as he is going to it. Now, at this point, I can turn a focus on so he could focus on this page. Or what I can do on this page is simply close this tab if that's a tab that I don't want him to have open. So I can click close there, and now it's closed on his page, and he goes back to the page that he had open. All right, so that's a real quick thing I can do. And then one other thing I can do on a student's page. So if I have Launchpads open again, one other thing I can do is to make an announcement where I can click here and I can say eyes up, and I can make this announcement and it will go to all of my students. You can't see it here, but on the screen that I have next to me, oh, there, yeah, you can see it. This is the announcement made by my teacher, by my grade 5 teacher. It says eyes up. So it will go to just him, letting him know that I want him to look at me. Another thing that you can do on a student's page is to simply lock their device. If you have told them a number of times, don't be on that website, and they keep going back to it, you can go ahead and click on lock screen. And you can type again, I'm just going to type in the same words, eyes up. That's what we like to do here with GoGuardian. And I'm going to click on lock screen. And what will end up happening is on the student screen, there's nothing that they can do on it. They are kind of locked down on their browser until you click on unlock device. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock his device. And then finally, the last thing to show you is when you are done with a session, so right here, where's the red button, it says end session. So you want to make sure you end your session each time, because if a student goes to a different class or if they go with a different teacher and they try to go on to their Chromebook, they're going to be stuck in your session following whatever rules you have set up. And so it could mess up what they're trying to do in a different class. So we do want to make sure we end our sessions when they are done. And finally, the last thing I want to show you is now once you are done with your first session, you can go to classes, and this is now what your main page is going to look like. Here under classrooms, you're going to have one tile here that has your class in it. You can change settings here, or you can start your session from this button right here. All right, and that's how to get started with GoGuardian. Hopefully all that helps. Have a good day.